Greetings everyone, this is Arushi Malik from the PGDM program at BIMTech. Today we have our esteemed guest Mr. Aditya Aggarwal. He is an Executive Vice President at Maruti Suzuki Limited, India. Sir, can you please introduce yourself?
Okay. Good afternoon everyone, and it's a pleasure to be here. My name is Aditya. I graduated from BIMTech from the very first batch, which is I passed out in 1992, and I've been working since with Maruti Suzuki. It's been more than 30 years. I've been there in various areas, and yes, it's good to be back.
That's amazing. So how do you feel to be back here?
It's always good. So I've been coming here and talking to students, interacting with them, and of course with the faculty as well. I find that BIMTech, the environment is very student friendly, and I feel good that I've been associated with this institution. Kind of feels like home.
That's great. So I would also like to ask you something about your professional journey, and I want to know what's the most defining moment of your professional journey at Maruti Suzuki?
Okay, so I think when I joined Maruti Suzuki, I had some prior experience, work experience, and I joined at the very start, at the very basic level. So when I joined, I came to know that people get weightage for their experience, and I was not given that weightage. So I went to the HR manager and I told him, "Sir, I haven't got this weightage." And he said, "Don't worry, you're starting your career, and if you are good, you will make it up." And I think that is what set me thinking that while we worry so much about how our career is progressing, what direction, what time we should change, but that is that very sentence changed everything at that time. And when I look back now 30 years, I feel that yes, what is said actually is true. So if you like what you do, you don't. It doesn't seem like work anymore.
Okay, that was really insightful. If you were a young graduate entering the automotive industry right now in this age, so what would you do differently?
So I think the auto industry is totally changing. The way it is now evolving is much different from what used to happen almost 20 years, 30 years back. Today, it is as digital savvy or as tech savvy as any other industry. In fact, there is more tech in the car, more tech in the ecosystem, which is defining the very auto industry. Today, you don't need to be a Maruti Suzuki to really be a leader in the industry. Today, you can think of a Sony or a Google to make a car and be successful. And that is what is going to happen. So the whole industry is in a very kind of it's very vibrant, and it's growing very fast. So every time we think that the industry has arrived, or the product this is the form factor that we associate with the product, keeps changing. 5 years from now, we talk about cars with tires, engines. Maybe very soon we will find cars flying. We will find that engines have been replaced by batteries. Of course, that is happening now. Biofuel. So many new things are emerging. So the whole definition of this, transportation, mobility is changing very fast. So what used to be happening 20 years ago was owning a car used to be a luxury. Today, I don't know how many of you would like to own a car if you have easy mobility options available. So very challenging and very different.
Right, that's very thank you for that. I also would like to know that nowadays everyone is looking towards sustainability. So how does Maruti Suzuki inculcate sustainability in their business strategy?
Yeah, I think very interesting and very important topic, because this is not just Maruti Suzuki's vision, it is also Government of India's vision to really look at sustainability, carbon neutrality. So at our end, we are also working towards this in line with our Prime Minister's vision to be carbon neutral by 2050. So I think we are also working in this direction. Already, Maruti Suzuki is helping customers who have older cars, end-of-life vehicles, to exchange them or upgrade them to newer cars. We are also looking at how do we ensure that the whole cycle of from the scrap back to the vehicle. How do we ensure that the metal is kind of reclaimed and put back into the car itself? So that work is going on in terms of sustainability. Also, we've got rid of a lot of plastic waste and paper, and we've just kind of all our parts that come in for manufacturing today are packed. They are not actually packed in plastic or anything. They're just in the bin, and bins are recycled. In fact, on the transportation side also, we've moved from producing carbon dioxide producing trucks and buses, trucks to railroad. So most of our movement happens by rail again. So I think few steps in the right direction, and it is continuing.
And that's extremely inspiring. One last question. What are the qualities a person needs to possess to succeed in this industry?
Okay. So I think this industry is now moving to a work smarter phase. So you need to really understand what work smart means, and I think very good interpersonal skills are very, very important. See, while we might people who do not come from a tech background might feel that they are at a disadvantage. It is not so, because now the kind of tech that is getting developed is more business oriented rather than technology oriented. You don't need to know about AWS or Python, or you can always do this with the help of so many options that we have today. But what we really need to know is how do I understand whether this customer who's standing in front of me is likely to buy a car as in our business, or how much inclined is he towards what I'm saying, how much does he understand me, how much do I understand him. So I think that human understanding, and of course business understanding of how business moves, what is the investment required, how do I get profit, at what stage do I get profit, how do I ensure that I move at the right time, I take that investment decision at the right time. I think those fundamentals, exposure, will actually help this generation to move forward very, very fast. And of course, given the connectivity, given the tech at the disposal, I think you have a good and a very bright future ahead.
That was amazing, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here, and it was a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.